Hey guys, this is Dalasu at Dalasu Plays. What is up today? We're going to be playing our Endless Legends campaign here. Not so happy with the way things are going. We have had to put off our war with the roving clans, and I'm just getting a little bit worried that they might be too powerful for us. Yeah, it's keeping me up at night, literally. I'm trying to figure out what I should do to try to fix this situation. Last couple episodes, we finally got our economics on track, and I believe we hired a new hero, this archivist. I'm not even going to try that, but anyway, he's a dragon, and he does quite a few things that will be beneficial to our army if and when we decide to get a good army going, and hopefully it won't be too long. We do have our Titan coming next turn. So I'm positive, but I'm also worried. I think I'm a natural worrier, and if I do lose, just try not to hold it against me too much. I do consider myself to be a pretty good strategy game player, but you know, we can't win every single game. So we're gonna try, though. We're gonna do our best to overcome these challenges and do what we can to beat the roving clan. But I can't make any promises. I'm going to end my turn on that note and see what is in store for us here. It looks like winter could be not too far away, so that's going to suck. Alright, so we got our Titans now. We'll have to minimize that, deal with that next time. What do we want? We just got our Titans, right? We have got our economy in pretty good shape. So I don't think we want either one of these dust buildings. It would be certainly nice to get a plow factory, but that's an expensive building, man. We don't have time for all that. Highway outposts, pretty much useless for us right now. Public works would be nice. I don't really go in for influence buildings all that much. The Empire plan is certainly very important. I mean, it lets you use any kind of play style, and it makes it better to do what you're doing already. But I don't put a lot of stock into that. Meanwhile, we have these cargo docks. One copy in your city that's only on coast. We have no coast, so we're going to forget about that. Stockpiles would be okay. Anything here would be alright, but there are probably a few key technologies we've kind of skipped over. One of them I'm thinking of in particular is the deep generator. Now, we did recently get some new glass steel deposit extractors, so I'm thinking our glass steel is going to be high enough to let us build these deep generators in our cities, and plus 10 to all stats is worth doing. So I'm going to go ahead and focus on that. It's only going to be 3 turns. I believe our science is pretty high these days, so we're going to go with that. Now, as far as building queue, as you can see, we're still building these extractors, but what are we going to build here? We are happy now, finally, in this little southern town of Jularn, or however you say it. It would be nice to get an Empire Mint there. That does give us 5 gold plus 15% to gold, which would be nice, but our gold is not really hurting like it has been. If I'm not mistaken, I think we had originally intended this to be somewhat of a science city, and we don't even have a library yet. So I'm going to go ahead and quit the library, followed by a geomic lab, because I really want to get that stat rocking so that we can just steamroll the enemy with our superior technology, hopefully. Now, here we have Catan, which is kind of a desert city. Let's see, what did it just build? You just built a public library. Okay, good deal. So you got pretty good science going there. And not massive production. What can we do to bring that production up a little bit? There's not a whole lot of buildings left available here. It's almost tempting to go ahead and build some military units. But why don't we hold off just a tad bit longer before we start doing that? I know I keep putting it off and putting it off. Let's build a Jodis camp so that we have the extra population, and then we'll plan on starting some military units. I think that is a good plan. We don't have anything building in our capital for some reason. I didn't see. I guess I must have missed what we just built. Now, the capital does have pretty darn good production. So I think we're actually going to start military production in this city. But what I want to do first is take a look at my military button here, if I manage to find it. There it is. And I would like to design a new Titan that's even better than the old one. So the Titan already does have kind of tanky stats, a high life, kind of lowish attack, maybe you could say, lowish initiative, but good defense and good damage. So we want to, I think, bring up attack. And do remember that our glass steel is plus 50% improved bonus because it is our holy resource. So let's keep that in mind. Now, this would improve our initiative quite a bit. And our initiative is super low, so that's going to bring us to 20. I think that is worth doing. This is going to give us improved damage, so I think that's also worth doing. Okay, so we're going to give it those 2 items. Now, as far as a weapon, I would definitely like to give it the glass steel variety because we, again, get plus 50% to all these stats, which would be fantastic. So let's do that. That's going to bring us up to a 47 attack rating with a 70 damage. So if we get a hit for 70 damage, that's going to take down a cavalry in 2 or 3 hits, hopefully. Now, as far as the armor goes, I would like something that ups our health even more so that we're just impossible to kill. And we'll go with the glass steel breastplate. I clicked the wrong box there. Okay, now we have a glass steel breastplate, or cuirass as it's called here. So that is going to bring us up even more. Should we replace the shield? Why don't we do a shield that is titanium if we can? That way we're not spending too much of our glass steel. This is plus 6 to armor and plus 10 damage, is it? Yes, that's plus 10 damage. I didn't know the shield could do extra damage, but there you go. Now how about the boots? What do we want to do about those boots? We want some boots here made for walking. Okay, plus 4 to initiative, plus 6 to defense, and plus 10 to attack. Versus initiative, okay, well that's about the same, isn't it? Actually, the glass steel does do much more defense for us. I wonder if that is the 50% bonus already calculated. We'll go ahead and put those on. So that's going to bring the total up to 17 glass steel and 530 production. It's a massive investment. But I think it's one that we have to do. So we're going to call this the Juggernaut. I have no idea if that is the correct biblical spelling or not, and nor do I care. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Now, in our capital city, is it possible for us to build the Juggernaut? 7 turns is not bad. That did exhaust most of our glass steel, but not all. We still will have enough to build another one. So we're going to roll with that plan for right now. Got that Juggernaut building. Feel a lot better about things once he's done. Meanwhile, we have to hope and pray that the Draken don't get any designs on us because we are a bit vulnerable up here. We just have 2 Marines in that city. Do we have any Marines there? I don't think we have. We have 3 Marines in Catan who could possibly do something to help us out. Nothing in our capital city, a few in Juliarn, and nothing in Tavon. Did we just end a turn without anything at all happening? I guess we did, so let's end it again. Alright, now we've got some things going on. We've completed a Jodas and building a Jodas. Public library is done, building a lab, and another glass steel extractor is done. I think that is going to tie up all of our glass steel. Can we kind of see that right? Yeah, that's an extractor. Oh, we don't actually have an extractor in Tavon. Is that a fact? Yeah, we are already in the process of building it. It'll be done soon. So we should be getting quite a bit. Plus 7.5 a turn. So that's going to improve things a bit. We'll be able to use a lot of that. And what is this? We do have a swarm of the whatchacallums. What do you call them? These guys, I forget what you call them, necrophages. That's right, necrophages. Okay, so they are in our territory big time, and I don't think if they decide to attack, that 2 Marines is going to cut it. I think I might decide to go so far as to send 3 Marines up there just in case. I mean, you would think they would declare on you before they go into your territory. In fact, I think if they declared on me now, they have to bounce back out, which will give me time to prepare a little bit. And we didn't pick anything in this city. Production is a bit low, so let's go ahead with the mill foundry. That would be great. I know I might annoy you guys a little bit with how I click the buttons. It's not on purpose. I just I'm a little spacey when it comes to buttons. So that's why you see me like click the wrong button or click the same button several times. We'll get there eventually, don't worry. Alright, so our deep generator research has been completed. Alright, we're going to minimize that for the time being and decide what to research next before we do anything. And what do we want to research? I mean, this is a pretty important question here. We're not too far from our next tier, so we need to make these count. These science buildings are nice, but very, very expensive. We would love something that would increase our production, but I'm not seeing anything that would do that. Do we have any? Let's see. Do we have any techs that will improve our extraction? I don't think so. We do have the Silix though, so that's improving our extraction quite a bit. This is a tough decision. I'm not gonna lie. This would be a city improvement. That would be +4 on city center, level 2. That's only for level 2 stuff, right? We're not there yet. We're just not there. We might want to go ahead and grab these 2 resources. We do have lots of palladium, I think it's called. We could also get our support unit. Really tough call. I don't think either one of these is worthwhile. Why don't we get a plow factory? Because we just want big cities will provide lots of production, no doubt about it. So we're gonna do that. Production is kind of what we're missing right now. All right, now let's take a look at our production queue. Tavon is done with the canal system, which means its production is gone up, but it's still not great. I wish it was better. You know, it's probably because they're unhappy. So let's queue up not a winter shelter, a central market. That will be done after the glass steel extractor. And we've completed both Jodas camps here, which has given us quite a bit of production, and we could do a deep generator in only 3 turns. That is pretty nice. We will have we'll use up a bunch of our glass steel, which will prevent us from building our badass Titan quite as quickly as we would like. Our Juggernaut, rather. Let's go ahead and do it, though, I think. Yeah. Use that glass steel. And our borough streets in Hamara are done. Why don't we pop a granary there? We'd love to grow even more in that city. Juliarn is done with the geomic lab, so let's do a mint followed by a granary. That would be a good way to queue it up. Alright, so we can dismiss that, and the population of Herkuf has grown. Yeah, so we're at 4 now in this city, and our mill foundry is about to be done. We'll queue up a mint for afterwards. Meanwhile, we have our Marines here. It looks like these guys are probably not going to try any funny business, but we'll have to keep an eye on them just in case. I cannot garrison. Not enough movement points. But I feel a lot more secure with those Marines there. I do not feel so secure down here anymore. But where did we have? We have 2 units there, so we're going to be sending this Titan over here in a few turns. At which point we'll probably work on redesigning the Marine too, so that the Marine is a bit more effective. I do want to check. Do we have enough Titan bones? We do. So we're going to pop these Titan bones now and get plus 50% production on all our cities and plus 10 to happiness. So that is going to be fantastic. Let's go ahead and do that for sure. For sure. This would pop some science. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and do that. No, I'm not. I'm not going to do that. Because, you know what? I only have... What do I have? I have not so much of that resource in terms of where I can mine it. I've got one down here that does not have a titanium distractor on it. Extractor, not distractor. Hey, stop distracting my titanium. Anyway, we're going to look around and find that we just don't have that much titanium. We've got one there. We are getting plus 2.5. Huh. Yeah, I don't think we're going to pop that because we'd like to keep some of that. Remember that the Titan and other units will have some of that in their makeup that we need to keep. Oh, no. So it looks like... wait, I wanted to see that. How are they close to an expansion victory? They've conquered 8 out of the 16. Have they taken this spot? So they took over the Draken, I guess. Now, you guys have to excuse me. I'm severely colorblind, so I thought that this was still the Draken. But no, it's actually the Necrophages. Okay, so I probably need to switch my focus from the roving clans to the Necrophages at this point. You know what I would like to do is to take a look at where we stand in terms of score. And I just kind of forgot what button that does that. You'll have to kind of excuse me there. Well, I'll figure out how to do that, and then I'll get back to you in the next episode so that we can decide whose army is weaker and who needs to die first. Is basically what it boils down to. Because if your army's weaker, you're going to be the first one to check out. Hopefully. I'm feeling pretty good about our badass Titan, our Juggernaut. I'm feeling like he could definitely take out a couple Necrophages. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, if I'm recalling correctly, that the Necrophages are kind of like a Zerg Rushy type race, so that their units are proliferous. You can never say that word without sounding like you're totally drunk. Their units are more, there's more of them. Let's just say it that way. There's more of them, but they're not as strong as, say, the Vultures or something like that. So hopefully we can take them out. I'm tempted to kind of lead a charge against this 6-stack that's sitting in my territory just to kind of get things started. So we're probably going to do that. I don't know if I have the balls for it, but I'm thinking I would like to start attacking them and start making aggressive moves. I know I've been saying this forever, but it's getting to be time. The time is nigh for the Vultures to rise up. Because as you can see from that notification we just got, they're not messing around. They probably are way out into here with a huge expansion site. So we need to take territory from them, and we need to stop ourselves from losing the game, essentially. So that's what we're going to do on the next episode, and we will stop there. I appreciate you guys checking me out today, and stay tuned, subscribe, like, comment, and do all that kind of fun stuff. And check me out next time when we play Vultures Endless Legends. Thanks.